Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play This is the Police. So, day 1 in 1, Freiburg, 23rd of October. 59% of Freiburg parents use physical discipline. Controversial artist Sigmund Hammerling commits suicide. And 14th century wine barrel found in city dump. Everybody likes us. Kuchubinski, isn't this like the second day this guy didn't come to work? No, we need you today. The court is deciding against the case. Yes, you can go home. Man, I'm gonna fire Kuchubinski, I'm not kidding. That's the second day in line that he didn't come. Old Merkbill reach. Sure, why not? Fraser Rory, now to be a member of the gang known as the Pagangsters. He could help you take down the gang if you make him an informant. Sure. Okay. So we can start to investigate Kester Athol. Sweet War from Ron Atticus. Jack, one of my partners, with whom I have several very large contracts, at the request of his wife, wishes to open a confectionery factory in Freiburg. The problem is that the local stores stock products from the Clementine Burroughs factory, and there's no room for competition in the market. Not that I care about selling fucking candy, but I must demonstrate that I'm a reliable business ally. Today, a couple of my best men will burn this Clementine factory to the ground, and nobody's going to get in their way, right? Oh, wow. Okay, we got a raise. We got one more detective to hire. Which reminds me that Kuchubinski, that hasn't come to work twice, is fired now. Boris Akers looks a lot like Putin. I don't know if that's a joke or something, but... Didn't we have Neeli before? I think I'm gonna hire her. She's applying several times here, so... And we're gonna hire one more cop. I think that's gonna be for Shift B, right? Yeah. Ryan Hoskins, Nelly O'Sullivan, and Nikas Yakovich, Marcus Cross, and Chris Guerin. This guy is really weird. Let's hire Nelly O'Sullivan. And we're gonna arrest this guy. Stays overnight in his office. Let's send Prado and Obi. I don't think we need a SWAT team there. Massacre! An armed assailant entered the Jesus Got You Covered insurance offices and opened fire on everyone inside. One of the secretaries grabbed a phone, hid in a closet, and dialed the police. According to her, the man has often come to the office to argue with his agent about his payments, but now it seems he's finally lost his mind. Okay, Fall, Grant, Vandal, Theo. Well, actually no. Let's send Vandal, Dixon. Let's send the 3 rookies and the SWAT team. And as was announced before, we're gonna have a party. Okay, I guess I can't invite the cops with 3 stripes for some reason. Okay. So that's to celebrate our current situation. That we took down the Vargas and the Sands. I guess I wonder what the Sands would look like if you tried to take them down. Not entirely sure. Okay, massacre has been taken down. Offender called, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Good. And we got Newberry. Well, Newberry got the guy, not we got Newberry. Damn, Drabin's got 250. He's becoming competent. Okay, so I'm gonna send Ames and you guys on that. Actually, like that. And the rest is gonna investigate the Pagangsters. What is this? Double homicide, escape from custody. David Douglas, former director of the Scottish Theatre, escaped from Diamond Dog prison with the aid of his accomplice, fellow gang member Keffer Asthold, who killed 2 prison guards during the escape. I don't even know who this guy is. When did we apprehend him? Fraser Rory. I think this might have been the guy that killed the guy in the... Oh shit! I missed a case. Child molestation. My train of thought was that guy was probably the one that decapitated the guy in the shop. But wow, I completely missed that we had a case. Okay, Taylor Numada, suicide thread. Eric Frederick is terrified that she just met a suicide case. Her face was painted so sadly. It just brought tears to my eyes seeing the poor girl. Her whole being aching. Stuck in one spot and unable to move on. We have to try to save her. I don't think that's a suicide case, but let's check it out. Attempted carjacking. Stepping out of a smoke break, a convenience store owner saw a hooded figure around the corner ducking into a car. At first the store owner didn't think anything of it, but then the car alarm went off. Not entirely sure that's what you think it is, but I'll send you guys that. Grimes, Maxstone, and Crosby will need a bigger case to come by on. Smuggling. Juan Camilo Salas organizes the illegal transportation and export of chopped up vehicles. And double homicide investigation is started. So we're investigating 3 gangs now. Well, maybe the child molestation is not a gang, but I would like it to be a gang, honestly. Do we guys have any free... Wow, we have a lot of free detectives. Okay, so let's send Akers and Ely here. Let's send Armstrong, Kudu, Arns and Rabin here, and double homicide you're gonna get these guys. I'm gonna keep Newberry out because he's gonna be at 0 next time, so he's not gonna come. Mr. Boy, I cannot tell you how dear my factory is to me. It took decades to realize my late husband's dreams, to fill the city with candy, which any poor man can afford. But I'm sure you don't have time for this. I hear you're a businessman, so I come to you with a business proposal. Save my factory and you will take a share in our daily profits. You know, I don't have a real problem with the Atticus Corporation. But I don't want them to burn down a freaking candy factory. That just doesn't, that just doesn't fly with me. Disorderly conduct. A respectable woman let out a squeaky scream, then a roar. Right in front of her, a crazy guy in acid-washed pants sat down to eat pieces of his own shit, while he gave the terrified woman a silly smile. It is just so disgusting, my God. Right in front of so many people and the children. She couldn't calm down. I'm not entirely sure that's what it seems it is, but we'll check it out. And what's this? Fight in the cemetery. The gravedigger at the funeral struck the grieving father with a shovel. He imagined that the man was giving him a nasty look. A fight immediately broke out. Okay, Grant, Dixon, and McStone. And we need one more for Crosby. Okay, we get this guy and Suicide Fred. It was the first time she'd seen a professional mime. Okay, didn't see that. But I was kind of sure that it's gonna be that. So I guess we're gonna lose Atticus Corp. But I mean, seriously, there's one thing, we helped you and we tried to do stuff for you, but burning down a factory just is, The man had recently returned from a trip to Japan and he was just enjoying some extravagant sweets he'd brought back. Fight a report. Okay, and thank you, Mr. Boyd. My factory is safe. I knew you were a good man. There's not many people like you left in this city. Yeah, we lost Atticus. Homicide. Jack, I don't know what got into your head, but you regret it. Our partnership is at an end. Your day will come and then you'll see what a terrible mistake you've made. Yeah, I know. Homicide. Emilio Montes Medrano, a chief suspect in the murder of his wife and her parents, was released on bail and was discussing his defense with his lawyers. Preparing for the upcoming hearing, the meeting quickly descended into a controversy, and they'd been shouting at each other for a long time. Then suddenly Mr. Medrano ran out of the conference room and only to return a few minutes later with a gun. He shot one of the lawyers in the head and the others started covering on the ground. The secretary called the police and heard 3 more shots while she was on the phone. Okay, go. Hopefully Crosby's not gonna die there. Massive fight at the Moonlight Saucer Stadium. A group of visiting fans were singing an offensive song called Freeburg, Capital of Crap, and throwing corn cobs on the field. Our local fans aren't about to put up with that, and a fight has broken out. Okay, we'll need the best people for this. And then 2 rookies and a paddy wagon. I'm not gonna send the SWAT because that's busy with the other case shooting up the people. Emilio Montes Medrano is standing in the conference hall armed with a gun, his back to the door. He's pushed 2 men into a corner and he's holding them at gunpoint. The others are on the floor. One isn't moving and the second is groaning and holding his stomach. Mr. Medrano, we have your wife on the line. She's begging you not to do anything stupid. Quietly sneak into the conference room and take down the suspect. Taser the bastard! Okay, we're investigating everyone, right? Yeah. Okay, the situation is more serious. I'm actually gonna send reinforcements this time. We didn't have the SWAT there, so I'm not going to risk my cop's life. Massacre. In the forest, a group of young students went into the woods to camp for the night. They set up tents, made a fire, drank some alcohol, and sang some songs. Around midnight, they were suddenly attacked by a large man with a bag on his head, wielding a hatchet. One girl managed to reach the road where she flagged down a passing car and called the police right away. The fate of the other students is still unknown. Okay, you guys go. In the forest. A massacre in the forest. My god. Okay, so we got some frames here. Not enough. And the smuggling. We got a couple of frames here. And a massive fight. Thunder caught. Officers unharmed. Civilians unharmed. Wait, do we not have anyone in the child molestation team? Wow, everyone is at home. I could have put Newberry there at least. Damn, didn't realize that. What a waste of a day. I can't send you more reinforcements. Okay, they got him. Good. Okay, so that was a good day. Day 101. So let's end the day and see day 102. So, tainted blue velvet party cookies can cause convulsions. Radio stations face additional attacks. And study finds stray dogs more dangerous than sharks. Okay. Everybody likes us, so that's good. O'Sullivan didn't come to work today. Reminisced. Yes, you can go home. And we gotta lie there now. Let's take The Fire in the Brain by Bob Barnard. Small business protest. Last year, we actively fought against unregistered businesses' activities and great companies who shamelessly use loopholes in the law. We've tightened some rules, making it more difficult for fraudsters to run business premises and import goods into the city. Of course, they immediately became outraged and threatened to form a protest under the windows of the city hall. We must teach this parasite to respect the law. Permission for the use of force is granted if required. Oh, okay, here's a sweet gift from me, Mr. Boyd. 3,000 bucks. Are we going to get the daily? Oh, come on. So, if we get 3,000 bucks per day, that's pretty sweet a deal. Wait, I'm not trying to do this, I'm trying to... Yeah, this one. Around 80 entrepreneurs and representatives of small businesses have surrounded City Hall shouting, "Rogers is a business killer." Let's send Flowers and the rookies, SWAT and a paddy wagon. Oh, this is... Okay, we're gonna refuse. I'm not going to actually, suppress that protest. He's gonna be pissed, but... Police impersonation. Jezebel Escalante was walking in the park area and saw a strange man dressed in police uniform. He was going around yelling at people, showing them his gun and threatening everyone. Then he ran over to the dogs and rolled around in the grass. He squirted not in his right mind, and he was scaring, well, everyone. Frankly, I don't think he's even a real cop. Okay, Yancey and Simpson take care of that. Fight. The school principal called in to report an altercation which occurred in the school cafeteria. "Hey you fat cow, where's your other?" yelled Miguel Machinos to Emma Hedzik as she passed by his table with her lunch tray. Emma blushed and then laughed out at the offender. The teacher don't want to intervene. Miguel had it... Well, are we supposed to arrest him for not doing anything? For being a kid? Mission from God. Wait, police impersonation. Seeing the police, the man walks up close and salutes. The outfit is obviously from a costume shop, but the gun looks real enough. The man immediately laid down his arms and kneeled down. "Let me check your gun there, officer." "Officer, you are urgently needed at the police station. I'm afraid it can't wait." "Mr. Boyd, I have long turned a blind eye to the activities of the Women's Clinic, which in a sense is an abortion clinic for sluts. Happily, the management humbly recognized their sin and delivered to our church plenty of the nutrients necessary for the preparation of our divine powder. But recently, the hospital replaced its chief doctor and he refuses to continue honoring the arrangement established by his pious predecessor. Fortunately, I was able to quickly find an alternative supplier, and our production was not affected. However, this upstart doctor needs to be taught a lesson in Christian humility. I'm sure you have people who know how to cut a man's pride with a scalpel and hold the anesthesia. No, fuck off. No. Okay. Fight. They're really smuggling cocaine, so I'm pretty sure that there's a mafia going beyond in the church. Bomb threat in the Freeburg Elementary School. Hello, is this the police? There's a bomb at the elementary school. The person who called in the threat had a high, clear voice, but then there was some interference in the background. The signal was lost. Let's send Flowers and the rookies. I think this is gonna be an easy one. Today, Eddie's Burgers is hosting an annual fry eating championship. Police presence is required. Okay, we can do that. So we're gonna get, downgraded in the rating for not suppressing the protest by force, but he's gonna be okay, or we're starting to build up again by doing these small favors. A theft in the hospital. A drug addict at the rehab center stole an expensive respirator and locked himself in a closet. The nurse tried to reason with him, but But he just hugged the apparatus and insisted it was his property. When the hospital employees tried to help him, he grabbed a knife from his pocket and stabbed one of them in the shoulder. Okay, let's send Purdy, Bloomingdale, Austin, and Roy. He might be dangerous. Police searched the school and no bomb was found. A schoolgirl by the name of Lily Austin has decided to disrupt school today in hopes of avoiding the test. Yeah, that's what I thought. Go away. Mission from God, go away. We're investigating you and you're not going to like it. You're not going to like it. Everyday Mall. The guard at a large toy store detained a boy who is suspected of theft. I'm sure he stuffed something down his pants, but I couldn't find anything. The little thief won't stop crying. Come over quick. This might be a false call, but... Okay, we got the guy. Drug trafficking in the port. We received an anonymous tip today. Later this evening, a large shipment of heroin will arrive in the port. The cargo is well guarded and, according to the source, the drug runners won't be giving up without a fight. Okay, do we have enough people for this? I'd rather have a bit more, so let's wait for Bloomingdale, Austin coming back, and now we go. Yeah, I'm gonna keep you free in case something else happens. Theft. The boy didn't steal anything. The child's mother severely scolded the guard and took her frightened son back home. Yeah, that's what I expected, but... It's better to send the police to deal with this thing, otherwise the boy would be detained. Jack, you swore an oath to serve the city. If you can't keep your promises, we won't keep ours. Yeah, I know. You're gonna be mad. Assault with an offensive weapon. The bar owner reports that his bartender was attacked by a patron. The bartender refused to serve the customer because he looked too young and wouldn't show his ID. So the guy got mad, jumped over the counter, smashed a bottle of whiskey, and now he's threatening to stab the bartender. Okay, you go. Well, I could have waited for Flowers and Chin in Kingston to get back, but, well... Oh, wow! That was easy. I was expecting there to be a mission. Okay. I feel much better about not selling stuff to the mafia. I mean, serious. Wait. Do we have any free detectives? We get Newberry. He's not gonna come, so it doesn't matter. Behind the bar is a young girl with pieces of glass in his hand. Behind the bar is a young guy with a piece of glass in his hand. The frightened bartender is in tears. Hey buddy, let's get out of here. We got a bottle of whiskey in the car. Hit the man with a nightstick. Problem solved. Now let's see the investigations going. Unlawful assembly at Rubinovich Casino. A crowd gathered in the shadow of the casino, chanting slogans recommending the prohibition of gambling in Freeburg. Gambling is a disease, or so they keep repeating. Meanwhile, the casino has hired an athletic group of young men to push back the unruly crowd. Okay, let's check these first. Maybe we're gonna arrest someone. Double homicide and escape from custody. Smuggling. Okay, this one we might finish. Juan Camilo Salas is an experienced smuggler, very capable of obtaining and smuggling any sort of goods across any border. He always comes armed and believes that that's all the protection he needs. Payment. The station chief is a morphine junkie, and Juan Camilo Salas is more than happy to fill his need in exchange for a blind eye. He turns to Salas' other business. Okay, packaging. The pieces of the stolen car are hidden inside the truck's cargo containers. So then, this would be the drug, right? Yeah. Loading. Containers are loaded onto the trains directly from the car. One camera sells watches while the weight is recorded and the container is sealed. Driver service sellers always pays cash. No? I expect it to be like this. No? So maybe this is the last one. I guess this one might be wrong. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, we'll see. And child molestation. Okay, we still don't have enough. Okay, just 6. And we're missing another one. Okay, unlawful assembler at Rabinovich Casino. Actually, the double homicide, did we deal with that? There might be enough frames now. Yeah, there might be enough. Preparation. So what happened? David Douglas, former director of Scottish Theatre, escaped from Diamond Dog prison with the aid of an accomplice, fellow gang member. So David escaped from Diamond Dog prison over a year after... Oh. David's escape from Diamond Dog's prison was over a year in the planning. The prison is an impregnable fortress, so they concocted a devious plan and poisoned David's mother, who he despised. She spent several months in the hospital dying from gastric bleeding, and David easily won the right to visit his mother. Then, after her death, he was allowed graveside visitation for a month. David displayed exemplary behavior, and because these visits always went so smooth, the number of guards accompanying him was reduced from 8 to 2, and additional police presence was deemed unnecessary. It's exactly what they were waiting for. The cemetery where David's mother was buried is surrounded by 2 very high fences. The gravesite itself is physically impossible to approach by car, as the way through the graves is too narrow. Mrs. Douglas was buried a good 10-minute walk from the cemetery entrance, so David's escape was going to be risky. They decided Kester would enter the graveyard on a motorcycle carrying a gun with a silencer and get the job done quick. Okay. They hoped that the guards would have no time to react and wouldn't notice the suspicious sound of the approaching motorcycle. Kester would rush them at full speed and shoot them before they had a chance to recover from the surprise. But as far as I know, he only managed to shoot one of them, so he had to improvise, but I don't know the details. Either way, he overwhelmed the guards and got David out of there safely. Okay, so he came on a motorcycle, shoot one guard, stab the other one, and then they ran away. No? Guess not. Now that's how I would put it. But I think that you left on the motorcycle, honestly, so... Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. There's probably just one guy running. Okay, never mind. Let's deal with this one. Unlawful assembler at the Rabinovich Casino. So it's a good training mission for us. We're gonna send all the rookies in a paddy wagon. I don't think anything is going to happen today. But we'll see. You know, we don't really know. So we'll see. Come on, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Unlawful assembly report. Offender was caught. Officers unharmed. Civilians unharmed. Cool. So let's end the day. And we had a really good time. Both of the shifts are now... Wow, Shift A. Both of the shifts are now pretty rested. They all had a party, so I'm happy with how it's going. So, I'll do another episode. So see you there tomorrow.